Hello and good evening, everybody. This is the Willard of Oz, Josh Willard here for Cedar Park Football here on the Vype Live Network, bringing you the stuff here as we have our first non-district road game of the 2023 campaign as the Cedar Park Timberwolves take on 6A juggernaut Vandegrift Vipers. Again, I'm going to be your host, and I'll be play-by-play today here as we have a on-the-go kind of pregame show right into the kickoff. Again, thank you to everybody over at Vype, Les Clary, Suna Vincat, Merle Bertrand, who's actually in the booth just 2 spots over doing the Vandegrift broadcast. But joining me with color analysis, camera work, producing, I think he's going to go down and run a shift at halftime. Sanders, he's been here since the school's existence and really built a nice program so far. So getting set is going to be Cedar Park returning in the north end zone, heading south. Cedar Park in the all-white unis and some new crisp, I'm saying lime green type helmets, really shiny.
I like those helmets, man. Those are sharp.
And Cedar Park set to receive. This one going to be sent deep. Looks like it's going to go into the end zone. And they're going to go ahead and take that touchback. So Cedar Park will start 1st and 10 from their own 25. And again, the Cedar Park team had a great outing last week to open up this season. Aiden Arp got really comfortable back in the pocket, and then also just a great running attack featuring sophomore phenom Trey Hill.
Yeah, absolutely, man, and a little additional win in there running the ball. Cedar Park looked really good, and maybe better than some people expected after that game last week. So I'm really interested to see what they do tonight. You know, Black Rain really showed out last week too. So excellent test against them tonight.
So Arp comes to the line on the left hash, twins to his right. Trey Hill just checked over from right to left side. Arp takes the snap. Trey Hill tries to run it right up the gut, and it's stuffed right there by number 40 from the Vandegrift Vipers defense, Deshaun Morgan. Nope. That was a loss of 2 on the play. So it'll set up 2nd and 12 from our own 23. Got twins into the boundary. Shifting over Pecci. Play action. They're going to throw the screen on the outside. Gavin Chapa caught it and able to get forward a little bit. Gets those lost yardage back and plus 1. So we're going to have 3rd and 9. First big test for the Cedar Park offense right out of the gate. So it'll bring up 3rd and 8 from the left hash. Gavin Chapa got himself a catch here early. And check that was number 19 on the roster, forgive me. And that was Zane Claybrook, the junior wideout. Got trips bunched over to the right. A lot of talent over there. As they send Hill in motion, running a flare, stepping up in the pocket is Arp. He keeps his eyes downfield, checks down to Trey Hill, but it just goes underneath his hands. He had to come down to get it. He did the right technique of trying to put his pinkies together, but it just went right through his hands.
Right through his hands. And again, a great job by Arp, climbing the ladder there and keeping his eyes downfield, seeing the check down over there and getting away. I mean, that's a tough one going 3 and out on your first drive, but still a lot of football to be played.
A lot of football to be played, and again...
And this is what it's all about tonight. Look how packed this house is.
This stadium is absolutely packed. Vandegrift does have a great, community program and gets a lot of community involvement. I think it's also their Pee Wee night. So they have a lot of the youngsters out here as our all-district punter takes it, and he sends a nice one into Vandegrift territory with a Cedar Park favorable bounce. And it's going to go all the way down to the Vandegrift 32-yard line. So great job by Connor Shuddy to completely flip the field.
Yeah, nice kick. Pins Vandy pretty deep. So first test for the Black Rain defense. See what they're gonna do against this vaunted Vandy offense.
And Cedar Park did a great job last week on the defensive side of the ball. They unfortunately gave up a 65-yard touchdown run by the 3rd-string quarterback to miss the shutout. But the Black Rain did a great job of suffocating Cedar Ridge. Let's see what the Black Rain can do now. 1st and 10 from the Viper 32. Sending a man in motion is their H-back from left to right. They throw the screen on the right side. Good downfield blocking, and he's out past the first down markers. Number 1, the ball carrier, caught that ball. That was Corderius. Again, forgive me, don't have the best names on the roster. Miles Coleman. Yikes, I was very off on that. 1st and 10 off that reception. Ball on the right hash at the Vandegrift 46-yard line. Takes the snap. He actually pulls it, calls his own number. A great job by Cedar Park trying to push them down the line of scrimmage and keep contained, but the quarterback showcasing his speed, and that's Deuce Adams, the senior quarterback, a 4-star committed to Louisville.
Yeah, there's no lack of talent on the Vandegrift team at quarterback. That's for sure. He was able to spread that out, get outside a little bit, but for minimal gain, sets up the 3 and 2, 3rd and 2.
2nd and 1 on the left hash. H-back bumps over from left to right. Deuce Adams gives it to the running back up the middle, makes a nice cut and breaks a couple tackles. Reed Vines there to help clean it up. Also, number 22 from the Timberwolves there to help clean up the mess. But a big first down carry, and that's going to be 1st and 10, knocking on the door of the red zone.
Yeah, that's a strong piece of running there, just keeping his legs pumping, twisting and turning, picking up extra yards.
Deuce Adams, 1st and 10 on the left hash. They play action, throw the screen on the outside. Great job from the quarterback, keeping contain out there. Number 2 from the Timberwolves did a great job getting outside contain, and unfortunately, good little run after the catch. Not enough for the first. It'll be 2nd and inches. There's the lollipops over there. 2nd and 1. Quarterback gives it to running back and stuffed right up the middle. Great job. That looks like Tyree Nicholson, number 46, junior linebacker, as well as number 44 and 45.
9.
And number 9, yes. Forgive me. Going to need to have an updated roster. So 1st and 10 from the Vipers, though. They gave him enough for the first. I thought he got stuffed to the line. 2nd and 10 off the incomplete pass, the first incompletion for Deuce Adams. And I think you just got to keep everything in front. With the great quarterback that Vandegrift has, you're going to have to keep everybody in front of you when the play breaks down. You can't give up the big one. 2nd and 10, ball in the middle of the field. Adams drops back to pass, has to step up in the pocket. Some great pursuit, and quarterback just barely gets it off to the running back before being gang tackled by the Timberwolves. Number 20 and 31, Reed Vines there to help clean it up. 1st and goal for the Vipers at the 3-yard line. There we go. 9 minutes and 9:08 to play here in the first quarter. 0-0. Cedar Park went 3 and out on the first possession. Vandegrift has a nice little drive going right here and knocking on the door with some points. Let's hold them to 3. Or, come on, you got to be optimist. Let's get a turnover. Deuce Adams now under center on the goal line package. Got a lot of heavy weights on. Number 0, Eli Adams from Deuce Adams for the first touchdown here. Cedar Park gives up the red zone fade. Coming on for the extra point for the Vipers. Looks like that'll be the kicker, number 27. No Calber. Cedar Park looked good. Now you got to think they missed the extra point. A fumbled snap caused the kicker to hesitate on the approach, and they missed it. So that's going to be an opportunity for Cedar Park right here, only trailing now by 6 points. We'll keep it right here. Again, apologize to everybody about the pregame. Had some technical difficulties, but got those sorted out thanks to the help that we have with Coach Les and Suda Vincat. Thank you guys so much. And thank you so much to the Cedar Park Booster Club for having us on the broadcast. Again, Brad Cohn not able to be present tonight, under the weather, and he's halfway through his treatments for Hodgkin's lymphoma and unfortunately caught COVID. So if you're definitely thoughts and prayers to Mr. Cohn for a speedy recovery. And if you're listening, get some rest. 8:46 to go here in the first quarter. Cedar Park set to receive for the second time. Going to have to find a way to start dominating the line of scrimmage and getting a running attack established. And again, we had a great running game last week there for unsportsmanlike, but they're going to get the first one on offsides on the defense. Outside backer number 5, Kent Sullivan, looks like he was in the neutral zone.
And we do have an offside against Vandegrift. Step it off 5 yards from the original line.
So with that penalty yardage, we'll definitely take it. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. We'll take it any way we can get in. Last week, that was kind of the area after coming out of a 29-7 win, or 6. I can't remember if they kicked their extra point. But Cedar Park able to put together good drives and doing it on a very balanced attack. But the penalties is where Cedar Park could really clean up coming out of last week. 2nd and 3, Hill gets the carry. And one thing I like about Hill, man, he is just hitting it hard. And they're going to call a late flag on this? Oh, my goodness, number 77. Little Williams, Luke Williams.
Looking to make a big move? You don't need a Hail Mary when you've got Mungia Real Estate on your team. As proud sponsors of the Cedar Park football team, we're not just invested in the game, we're invested in our community. We specialize in residential real estate, guiding you through the entire process to find the perfect home. Whether buying or selling, you can trust the local experts. Store a winning deal with Mungia Real Estate today. Call us at 512-922-4267 or visit MoongiaRealEstate.com. Moongia Real Estate, where your home team plays.
Welcome back to Cedar Park Football here on the Vype Live Network. The Willard of Oz here with Cecil Kokenauer. Haven't heard much of him because he's trying to handle a lot on the broadcast, so forgive us if it's a little spotty camera work, or again, just appreciate Cecil and all he's doing to make sure that we're getting the product out there for you guys. 6:09 to play here in the first quarter. Vandegrift up 2 scores quickly. And so set to kick off now for the third time. He sends a line drive. This one's going to go into the end zone and going to take a knee wisely, take the 25 yards.
And that's number 80 with touchback. That's Coleman Travis.
So Cedar Park's now third possession. We had signs of life and looking for our first down when we had a neutral zone infraction on second down, which made it 2nd and 3. And on the ensuing play, Trey Hill took a nice carry, maybe got us to about a 3rd and 1, but a great job in Luke Williams in just finishing the play. But again, not able to get the favorable call as the or the head official through the. Got to give him credit. Dude always finds a way to fall forward. That gain of 3 will set up 2nd and 7. Ball in the middle of the field. Arp takes the snap low. He's going to fire a shot towards the Arp. Getting the call, runs into his buddy, but keeps those feet moving. A nice gain of about 5. 2nd and 7. Start mixing that up a little bit. That was to the right side, following some of those big offensive linemen, and that's something in Cedar Park's history we've been known for, is having some big dudes. And again, this season's offensive line, that looks back to what Cedar Park is used to. 2nd and 6. Looks like a big package. Got 2 tight ends on the field with a running back. Hill, check just to the left of Arp on the left hash. They give it to Trey Hill on the little counter play. And it goes back into the line and finds a way to get 2 out of it. They'll give him 1. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Thanks for covering for me, Josh. You're doing a great job.
I feel like I'm talking in a phone booth, but that's okay.
I'm back.
God bless all the listeners out there. Thanks for bearing with me. If you're on I would say the Bird, but it's not the Bird anymore. If you're on X, formerly known as Twitter, go ahead and reach out. Let us know where you're listening from, the Willard of Oz. Hopefully we're going to start settling in. And was overthrown to Gavin Chapa. If he puts that on his body and towards the sideline, that would have been a nice roll route for the first and out of bounds. So that incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. 4th and 5 at the Viper 26-yard line. I mean, our kicker definitely has a good leg. Gary. Tough sledding for him last week. And there, Cedar Park looks like they're going to take a timeout to think about it. Their first of the first half, 2:26 to play here in the first quarter, trailing 13-0. Points are vital at the end of the game, so I might think about sending out the field goal unit.
Yeah, I got to take what we can get right now. Get something on the board.
So again, Cedar Park's schedule got 6 home games this year. Last year was a ridiculous road schedule. Went to College Station in back-to-back weeks, so we're going to get them back-to-back weeks here at home. Some notable games happening in our district tonight. Some of our district opponents. Howdy Merle checking in over from the Vandegrift broadcast. But again, some notable games happening. We've got Georgetown taking on Vista Ridge, Coppers Cove at Eastview, Glenn taking on Victoria West, and A&M Consolidated playing Monterrey, Mexico.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I wish it was a road game. That'd be a lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun. You got a passport?
It's actually expired.
Yeah, mine's about to. I got to get it renewed.
So Cedar Park takes the Willard of Oz advice, and they're going to send on the field goal unit, and it's going to be a nice one here from the middle of the field. Holders coming at the 32-yard line, 33, so it'll be a 43-yard attempt straight down the middle. Snap is good. The hold is good. That looks like it's good. Dadgum, that could have been good from 50.
That was a good decision.
Gary bangs in the 43-yarder from straight center. 2:20 to go, trailing only now by 10 points.
Great. Puts them in a great position, gets them on the board.
We'll try to run a quick spot here, see if that works.
Let's go.
Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network. We'll be right back.
Another shout out to our sponsors, kickoff sponsors.
And welcome back to Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network. The Willard of Oz here with Cecil Kokenauer and Coach Les Clary, our QA tonight. Cedar Park knocks in the 43-yard field goal from the middle of the field. And trailing now 13-3, going to give it back to the Vipers here in the first quarter. And Cedar Park offensively, I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to just play your offense, and Cedar Park was kind of lulling them to sleep, running it right up the middle every single time. So I loved the shot down the sideline to Suber. And then Arp just made some great decisions that drive. This one going to be kicked high, but it lands at the 7-yard line. Where number 1, their breakout player. That's a hold. They're not going to call it, though, as kicker going to run him out of bounds. Tackles him pretty hard, but a nice return inside Cedar Park territory. It looks like they did get the hold. And they're going to come back now. Looks like Laundry was thrown at the 31-yard line. Blocking the back, even better. We'll take the extra 5 to get a 15-yarder. So that'll be a nice one that backs them up into their own territory. Cedar Park now seeing that the offense can push it downfield, get some points, and definitely bring some new life over to the defense. Yeah, that was too good to be true on that lane that opened up for number 1, Miles Coleman, who had the big catch for a touchdown last possession from the Vipers. So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Isaiah King, outside backer, has a big test for him tonight with Deuce Adams at quarterback for the Vipers. Sending a man in motion from left to right. They're going to give it on the right side. And a good tackle. Looks like Tyree Nicholson, the junior, standing a mustro as well, coming off the bottom of the pile. We got some dogs up front. Caleb Castro, Henry Wicker, and also number 44, I do not have an updated bottom of the pile. Garrison Cockrell also there to help out, playing safety. That gain just for 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Big play here for the Black Rain. Would love to find a way to get off the field early. Deuce Adams motions now, trips to the right. No men in the pitch and catch for the first down. Deuce Adams has got a cannon on him. 1st and 10 for the Vipers now. Out at their own 32-yard line. Ball on the right hash and trips into the boundary. Coleman in motion from right to left, making it twins either side. 3, dropping a bunch. Cockrell coming over to help out. And incidental contact for sure, and that ball was thrown almost to lane 1.
Yeah, this whole west side of this stadium was looking for some laundry right there, but their feet just got tangled up together. No penalty there.
Cedar Park only rushed 3 right there. I like that, keeping guys in coverage, trying to, just keep everything in front. Don't give up the home run ball like we did already. Second and 10. Ball on the right hash. Clock stop at 36 seconds. Play action. A great job. Almost stripped the football there. Number 9 sophomore linebacker. And a bunch of Timberwolves there to lay a lick on Deuce Adams there. That was a physical play from the quarterback. And no gain is going to bring up 3rd and 10. 20 seconds on the game clock. Let's see if they try to run a play here before the end of the quarter. And Deuce Adams trotting back. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, and so Cedar Park right now trailing 13-3, but it feels like a shift has changed in the momentum where Cedar Park had finally clicked and moved the ball pretty well in that last possession, and love that they went to the for the kick and given some confidence to our special teams. But we got a big 3rd down coming for the Black Rain. Everybody go take a quick break, grab a soda, get the popcorn, and come right back for the 3rd down on the Cedar Park with Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network. So Vandegrift, with missing that early extra point, still has the offense, or the special teams out there. No need to chase the 2 points to get back to that 3-touchdown lead. 19-3 our score here with 11:47 to play. And the kick is up, and it is through the uprights. We'll just keep it right here, and I mean, I liked that they were, trying to keep everything in front, but I've already switched my thought on that, Cecil. I think that you got to go to this quarterback, get him off the spot, because if you give him all day, he'll find the open guy.
Yeah, that was an easy pitch and catch for him. You got to get some pressure and really shorten that time that he has to make a decision.
Cedar Park's offense going to come back onto the field again. Had some good carries by Trey Hill. Had a nice 4th down conversion by Arp in the big package from Cedar Park. But again, they took a shot early, and it definitely caught Vandegrift sleeping. And it was a nice, very accurate throw by Arp. Would love to see them go back to that because we got receivers that are dogs. Gavin Champa, Blake Suber. And cannot forget, Mr. This is me trying to meander time here to get to my roster. There we go. Carter Wool. Haven't seen him get involved in the mix. Would love to see him get some. Again, just try to get your playmakers involved early. Trey Hill had a nice game last week also through the air. He caught 3 passes. Hefty O-lineman Wyatt Viente there leading the charge, starting center. Right side. Trey Hill has to break a tackle 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage and finds a way to get quickly to draw that defensive line to him, and then Wynn did the rest. Great 1st down on 3rd down. And for the Timberwolves on their own 40. Tyler Wynn still in at running back. Trey Hill kind of limping a little bit. But love to see the sophomore pushing through some pain already here early in the season. Ball on the right hash as Art drops back. Has a good pocket, tries to step up and avoid the pressure, but contained play by the defensive end number 29, or linebacker, excuse me, from Vipers. That did a great job of just not giving up on the play. Kurt, yard line, Blake Suber, the solo receiver, into the field side. all the way at the sideline. They throw it quickly to Petchy out of the backfield. A nice cut. Really sold that jab step and got upfield to the right shoulder and gave us a fighting chance on now on 3rd and short.
Yeah, great play. Sets up a favorable 3rd and about 4.
Petchy had his first varsity touchdown last week and could be that Mr. Reliable type of target for ARP here in his senior campaign. 3rd and 3, ball on the left hash. Hard count. They check over at the line or the sideline to change the play. Trey Hill still on the sideline and the shift coming now. Gavin Chapa and Suber coming bunch formation on the tight side of the line on the left. ARP stepping up into the pocket. He's going to have to dump something. Petchy goes down all the way to grab it, but not able to catch it cleanly. It'll be incomplete, bringing up 4th and 3. Big decision here for the Timberwolves as they bring on the punting unit.
Yeah, kick the ball, try and pin him deep, make him really have to work for it.
4th and 3, Connor Schutte coming on, standing at our own 34-yard line. He's had 2 decent punts so far here tonight. Number 6 from the Vipers, deep to return, and that's George Farley. Good snap. This one's going to hopefully take a nice Cedar Park bounce. If it's in bounds, but that one goes out of bounds. And let's see if the referee does the trot all the way up the sideline.
Looked like it hit and then went out, didn't it?
At the 30-yard line. Oh, he kind of hesitated on that.
Yeah.
But that would look like a Cedar Park favorable hesitation. They mark him at the 30, where it'll be 1st and 10. And again, the last 2 possessions, they scored very quickly and from long distances. Cedar Park has got to keep him in front, but again, we got to go get Deuce Adams and force him to make the hard play. Can't just give him cupcakes and just play 7-on-7 back there. Or the black rain for a reason. First and 10 on the right hash and a pistol formation with Coleman just to the right of Adams. Play action or boot action and gives it back to Coleman on the left side, and goodness gracious, he's got some speed and space. A gain of 17 on the play. It'll bring him out to the Viper 48-yard line at no man's land.
Yeah, kid's got some wheels, just not quick enough to get outside and keep contained over there by the defensive lineman. It's a tough ask.
New quarterback in the game for the Vipers, Deuce Adams, in the bunch formation on the right side. He's in motion now from right to left. They give it to him. It's going to be a trick play as Deuce Adams quickly puts his foot in the turf to get north and south, reverses the field, and an awesome open field tackle by number 27, Isaiah King.
That is a huge open field tackle right there. He was going to pick up plenty more green if he was able to get free from that. That's clutch.
It was a cool play design on just getting, causing confusion, but a great job by Isaiah King staying at home and running the angle, not trying to run for Adams, but running and meeting him where he was going to be. It turned that almost touchdown scramble to just a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 at the Cedar Park 49. Man in motion is Coleman from left to right. They give it to him on the sweep. And he's got downfield blocking. Coleman, a big seconds, that tackle out of bounds, stops the clock. So they are definitely just going to find a way to get Coleman involved as he checks out off the field for this play. Ball on the right hash, twins to the right, one solo left, and tight end and slot receiver bump to the left side, now heavy on the play, open field side. Adams gives it to the running back, and that goes for nowhere. Just a gain of 2. Reed Vines there to help clean up the mess.
Short gain right up the middle.
Vandegrift as our broadcast partner, so I say he coined the phrase the crab stadium, where you got the big home side and then the small.
The horseshoe crab.
Yes. A big swinging gate type formation. The backup quarterback is the guy that catches it, so he's just going to decide to scramble.
Oh, shoot, I lost it.
And he's down the sideline, tries to deliver a hit. Fiddler crab, there we go. Number 9, the backup quarterback, Drew Megmaker, scrambles on the trick play. for a big first down and gets them to 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Let's see how the Black Rain plays now with their back up against the wall.
Definitely need to stiffen up right here. Can't really afford another score by Vandy. This thing is going to get out of hand real quick.
Last week against Cedar Ridge, the Black Rain was active in tackling the football. They forced 7 fumbles. They only recovered 2, but they were getting active at putting that ball on the turf and creating opportunities for the offense. Ball on the left hash. Adams gives it to the running back. He drives his cleats into the turf, pushes forward for an extra 4, and that gets him all the way down to 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Again, met contact right at the line, but just kept those feet moving. Ran through our linebacker and receiver, safety.
Yeah, tough just ISO running right there, right up the middle. Sets him up 2 yards outside of the end zone.
Got a big package in here for the Vipers. Looks like 2 defensive players checked in as now bumping over to a tight end and a fullback. Deuce Adams from under center. They give it to the big hefty up the middle, number 50, but a Black Rain trying to tackle the football. Isaiah King did a great job trying to strip there, and that goes for no gain right at the line. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.
Yeah, excellent penetration right there by the defensive line and filling gaps by the backers there. Keeps the ball carrier out of the end zone. Sets up a third and goal from the 2-yard line.
And that ball carrier listed under center. Deuce Adams, the quarterback, now runs split in to the right side, so running back, number 28.
High snap.
And he gets it right up the middle, and he does punch it in for the Viper touchdown with 5:06 to play here in the first half. 26-3 with the extra point coming. Well, so Vandegrift so far has done it fast. They've had possessions where they run it a lot. They can do it every way, so I'm excited to see what we do at halftime and the adjustments that we're going to make defensively. Coach Brent Britton, Cedar Park has always made historical changes at halftime that, really do give us a fighting chance coming out of half. But trailing now 27-3, we're going to need a lot of adjustments on both sides of the ball to get back into this game. And we'll be right back to see what the offense can put together before half. This is the Willard of Oz and Cecil Cook. Welcome back to Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network. Willard of Oz with Cecil Kokenauer. Les Clary hanging out as our QA. 5:06 to play here. Vandegrift punches in another touchdown to go up 27-3. 5:06 to play. Cedar Park showed some signs of life on that last possession. A nice screen, but Tyler Wynn, backup running back, gave us a big first down off of a 3rd and 5. This one kicked right at the end zone, and it bounces into the end zone, thankfully, going out of bounds for a touchback. So 1st and 10 from our own 25. Again, I want to see tempos. Play Cedar Park football. Know what you're going to play. Know what you're going to run. We're not trying to give the defense a break by working the play clock. I want to give them a break by putting points on the board and running long possessions. Some great signage between these teams. Always a grudge match, so that's also where the rivalry is won. And I think Cedar Park has the best sign on the stands. It says, "We have the better Bowman." Our head athletic trainer, Coach Bowman, his wife actually is the head athletic trainer for Vandegrift.
Now you talk about Vandy being carved from the rib of Cedar Park. Like, that just takes it to a whole new level.
That does. Stoppage, delay of game. Delay of game on the offense, and maybe that was favorable. Viper running the home clock, starting that play clock maybe a little early. So back them up 5. We'll redo first down. We'll bring up 1st and 15 from our own 20-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Suber is the solo receiver into the boundary. Arp dropping back, looking his way. They're going to try to take a shot again. Boom! And took a nice hit there at the end, but came down with the rock inbounds. Big first down for the Timberwolves. And again, just going right out of the gate to Suber down the sideline. And great pass by Arp.
There he was.
He's locked in on that one.
Yeah, he is. And he had to high point that ball to get it and took a shot directly afterwards. So great on the receiver to haul that in.
Dropping back to pass. They're setting up the screen again and underthrew this one. It might not have even been a screen. It just might have been a great pass rush by the Viper defense as Trey Hill was the intended target. And again, Trey Hill checked out of the game limping, and he's still limping out there on the field, but trying to get back into the mix. He's got that explosive and home run hitting speed. 2nd and 10 off the incomplete pass. 4:56 to play here in the first half as Arp dropped back. Some pressure right up the middle and fires a shot outside, and it's caught up to the 50. I think that's Gavin Chapa, number 13. Check that. Number 18. That's Carter Wohl.
Yeah, great throw and catch. I thought he got sacked back there, but he was able to get that thing away and make the completion.
That was some great penetration from the Vipers right up the middle.
Heavy
forced
pressure.
Arp to run out to his right, and as he was being tackled and launched it, I think he was trying. Had a block first down. Puts us at 1st and 10 from the Viper 24-yard line. 4:30 to play in the half. Would love to cut into this lead a little bit more. Ball on the right hash, Twins into the boundary. Trey Hill at running back just to the left of Arp as he takes the snap, steps up in the pocket and fires a strike, but that was hash. Necessarily say it was our skill players. It was Arp, drops back, fires a shot. That one just off the hands. He's going to want that one back. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10. 4 minutes and 20.
Been like
So they're going to bring on the field goal unit. Already made a receiver opens the wrong way, and they're going to be able to return it. It gets back to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to call a flag over here. Petchy, the intended receiver, opened up to his left instead of looking to his right. And then after the play, after the ability to navigate through the pass rush, and he delivers a beautiful football. Trips to the right. Man in motion is number 88. Now to a running back to either side. Number 28 takes the carry right up the middle before being brought down by number 46, Tyree Nicholson. 2:50 to play here in the half. Cedar Park, let's just try to keep them off the scoreboard. You can keep the offense off there, but we just don't want any points.
Game will be 5 yards. Football.
I can't say that comment without just thinking what my dad told me growing up. He's a graduate of NC State, so Jimmy Valvano, never, ever, 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 ever give up. Deuce Adams, 2nd and 5, ball in the middle of the field. Pressure coming right up the middle. They're going to throw it quickly to the outside then. Welcome back to Cedar Park football. 3rd and 5 for the Vipers at the Cedar Park 35-yard line. Have given up some big plays on this possession, but we can fix all that here with a 3rd down stop. Bunch formation on the right side, shifting a tight end H-back from right to left. Now Coleman in motion from... Oh my goodness! Almost got back there. It was number 44, Tyree Nicholson there, as well as Garrison Cockrell to lay a nice hit at the end of that run. But man, we almost had him in the backfield by number 44. Went knifing through the line and not able to make the arm tackle.
It does not get any closer than that. He came flying in there and just barely olayed him.
Oh no, I think Cedar Park called a timeout. My stadium announcer is holding too. He didn't know who called it.
We'd like to say thank you to Wired Orthodontics for being a school board sponsor with Leander ISD.
I'm trying to see what's going down on the field. Head officials talking to the Vandegrift side and motioning stop over there. Clock will start. They called no timeouts, and it was official stoppage, and so clock's still running. I thought it was interesting that Cedar Park would stop the clock for him. We don't want to give him more time. 1st and 10 for the Vipers at the Cedar Park 30. Dropping back and a launch one to the end zone. Has a man open. And in for the touchdown, complete to number 0 from the Vipers, Eli Adams. And a strike Deuce Adams put. That was on a line, and I couldn't tell if the Cedar Park defender slipped or just got beat on that route. Great play design, though, and Vandegrift now with that touchdown, 33-3. With the ensuing extra point coming. Snap is good, the hold is good, and it is through the uprights with 21 seconds to play here in the half. Cedar Park has got a lot to think about now as we go into halftime and trying to get ourselves back into this ball game. But again, never, ever, ever quit. This is the Willard of Oz and Cecil Kokenauer here on the Vype Live Network. Welcome back to Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network. 21 seconds before half, and Vandegrift striked, I should say, from 30 yards out. And this kick is high. It's going to go just short of the end zone, and it's off the chest of the Cedar Park return specialist, and then tackled at the 8-yard line, and a late flag coming in. Would not be nice to have another 15-yarder, but game clock now at 16 seconds. I don't think Cedar Park is going to try something crazy to try to get some points and have an opportunity for an unnecessary turnover. 1st and 10, it is a personal foul. 15 yards from the 8-yard line, so it gives us some breathing room back to where the touchback would be.
Yeah, that's really quite fortunate right there. That muff kick right there just didn't put us in a good position. Now we got a little bit of room.
Let's see what we do here. One solo receiver to the right side in the boundary of Suber. Could be Gazane Claybrook too, so forgive me. They give it to Trey Hill right at the middle, and they're just going to run the clock out. And so that's going to be the final play here of the half, as Cedar Park is going to go in trailing 34-3. A lot of questions to get answered. And so we're going to go ahead and take an extended commercial break while the Cedar Park marching band comes on the field. The back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back. It feels like that many times. State champs. And again, Cedar Park football having a lot of signs of life on the offensive side, but we just got to convert in touchdowns. So we'll take an extended commercial break, and we'll be back with the Cedar Park marching band here on the Vype Live Network.
If you would direct your eyes to the center of the field for your halftime entertainment, the Leander Independent School District and Cedar Park High School are proud to present the award-winning Cedar Park High School Celebrities Dance Team. The celebrities will enter the field to Hooray for Hollywood. These celebrity social officers are Alyssa Castagnetta, Katie Mason, Claire McGrath, Layla Wooder, and head social Daxon Schroeder. The celebrity line officers are Lieutenant Mia Caldwell, Lieutenant Sophie Polson, Lieutenant Emma Johnson, Lieutenant Sophie Trish, and Captain Jaden Morgan. The celebrity star of the week is Lily Schumann. Tonight, the celebrities will perform a palm routine to Bang Bang. Let's hear it one more time for the Celebrity Dance Team. The celebrity managers are Kimber Cox, Kayla Hutchins, Ava Smith, and honor guards Brandon Fuller, Tatum Bartolo. The celebrities are under the direction of Nikki Evans and Katie Thompson. We appreciate your attention during tonight's performance. The celebrities would like to thank their corporate sponsors, Heartbeat Dance Center, Jersey Mike's, Cedar Park Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Visit our website, pphs.dance, for more information on how to support these amazing dancers. And now for your halftime enjoyment, the Leander Independent School District and Cedar Park High School are proud to present the reigning 5A UIL State Marching Band Champion, Cedar Park High School Timberwolf Band. The outstanding section of the week is the Uniform Officers. The outstanding band student of the week is Ella Baker. The outstanding freshman of the week is Maddox Jameson. Tonight, the band will be performing their 2023 production, Bell Mechanique, under the direction of head drum major Lauren Delbridge and assistant drum majors Maddie Kua, Abby McDaniel, Abby Petty, and Kimberly Villa. Drum major, is your band ready? ABC Home Commercial. The Cedar Park High School Timberwolf Band is directed by Kendall Santos, Christopher Yee, Jeremiah Armstrong, Roland Chavez, and Casey Cozy. The Timberwolf Band would like to thank their principal, John Brown, assistant principal, Ernie Rogers, and the entire Cedar Park High School administration for their continued support of the six-time UIL 5A State Marching Band champion. Legacy of the weekend, let's see women. Tonight, Tigers will be sharing the field with the 4 points middle school Majestic Dance team and Canyon Ridge Middle School Miami Dance team. They will be performing a home routine to What I Like About You.
bands? That's right, folks. That's over 500 band students on the field. That's a lot of bands. Vype Band is proud to welcome Northwest Middle School and Cambridge Middle School students to the Vandegrift High School Vype Band and Vision tradition. The Vype Band begins the evening show with a performance of Magnificent
Welcome to the warm and inviting atmosphere of Toscano Italian Kitchen. Founded with a passion for creating innovative and exciting culinary experiences, Toscano Italian Kitchen pushes the boundaries of traditional Italian cuisine while embracing the unique flavors and ingredients of the Lone Star State. Whether you're joining us for a romantic date night, a family gathering, or a casual dinner with friends, our restaurant combines the rustic charm of Italy with Texas's renowned hospitality and friendliness. Toscano Italian Kitchen is a proud sponsor of Cedar Park High School Athletics. Located at Lakeline and Cypress Creek, we're open on game days with happy hour specials from 4 to 6 p.m. We also offer catering for groups of 10 to 1,000 and a private dining room for parties and gatherings. So whether you're a fan of traditional Italian dishes or eager to explore the creative combinations of our Italian with a Texas twist menu, we offer something for everyone. Come and experience the fusion of two culinary worlds in the inviting and welcoming atmosphere of Toscano Italian Kitchen.
Welcome to Taco Palenque, where the magic happens at this very moment. And especially for you. We know fresh food simply tastes better. That's why we start cooking your meal at the exact moment you place your order. For us, your order is not just another number. It's as unique and special as you are. Enjoy your meal. Taco Palenque, food in real time.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Hey, Cedar Park, looking to make a big move? You don't need a Hail Mary when you've got Mungia Real Estate on your team. As proud sponsors of the Cedar Park football team, we're not just invested in the game, we're invested in our community. We specialize in residential real estate, guiding you through the entire process to find the perfect home. Whether buying or selling, you can trust the local experts. Score a winning deal with Mungia Real Estate today. Call us at 512-922-4267 or visit MungiaRealEstate.com. Mungia Real Estate, where your home team plays.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests, while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
All right, let's go. It's the second half here from Memorial Stadium. This is Josh Willard, the Willard of Oz, here with Cecil Kokenauer, and get the set to have the black rain to start the second half. Here is it's dark over here in Austin, West Austin area. Lights are on, and Vandegrift set to receive on top, 34-3. Didn't have a halftime show, just trying to make sure we have everything fine-tuned so we can settle in for a nice second half. Again, first half, though, there's not much to say other than we got to make some changes. I had some good drives there towards the end, took some shots down the field. We just got to capitalize and finish some of these drives, and defensively we just got to wrap up and not give up a big play. Got to find a way to get the Deuce Adams to the quarterback and making it uncomfortable for him, as it's been an easy night for him so far. Sending it deep for the Timberwolves, number 12. Sends a nice line drive, and it stays in bounds before going out of bounds in the end zone. So it'll be a touchback, 1st and 10 from their own 25. And like to see here get the juices flowing like the black rain to get out there to set the tone. 1st and 10 Vipers from their own 25. They're going to mark it on the left hash to start. Had Brad Cohn reach out at halftime. Shout out to Mr. Cohn, the V of the T. Hope you're feeling better, bud. And that wind is whipping, man. These flags are starting to whip, and Vandegrift going to go into the wind. They're going to start off in a bunch formation on the right side of the line, bumping over receiver from right to left. And they're going to give it to the running back on the sweep to the left side, met quickly by Caleb Castro, as well as the rest of the Timberwolf defense. Number 90 there to come up with a stop as well. It'll go for no gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, great job by the Black Rain, swarming on the ball right there. No gain on that play.
2nd and 10, left hash, Twins to the right. H back on the right side of the line with the running back just to the right. They play action, throw the screen on the outside. Good downfield block by the receiver from Vandegrift, and with the run just short of the first, so we'll have a 3rd and short here. Could be a quick opportunity to get back off, get the offense back on the field.
Yeah, get a stop here, change the mojo a little bit, and get something rolling for your offense.
3rd and 1 on the Vandegrift 34-yard line, right hash, 11 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Not sure why the clock stopped.
He may have stepped out of bounds.
And they're going to give it to the running back right up the middle, and a nice tackle, I was trying to say, but Garrison Cockrell not able to bring him down to the ground. Logan Wiggett's also off the bottom of the pile, but enough for the first.
Yeah, I mean, he was still trying to escape, and he just got that play got blown dead because he lost some forward motion, you know. So otherwise, he was still up and still trying to spin out of that thing.
And it was just past the line of scrimmage. Fell forward again for a couple more. Be 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. And we got to start thinking sudden change. We got to start thinking about how to get the football back in our hands before they can get to the end zone.
For sure. We need to be scrapping and ripping at that thing every play.
Twins to the right, man in motion from right to left. Play action. Got all day to throw. Only brought 3, keeping Logan Wickets as a spy. Came up to try to force a bad throw. Garrison Cockrell almost undercut that for an interception, and that would have been the time to do it.
Yeah, really close right there, but good play. I mean, he had great protection, great job by the wide receivers and the defensive backs to really stay with that play. Quarterback behind there really directing traffic and motioning his receiver open.
It looked like Logan Wickets too. I mean, I thought he was going to just tuck that thing and scramble and deuce. He pulled up at the last second, seeing number 46 spying him.
I'll tell you what, that was a good fake too because it fooled me on the camera.
2nd and 10 off the incomplete. 10:39 to play in the 3rd. Walking up, showing some pressure is Isaiah King on the backside. They throw the quick stop, but it's dropped. Incomplete pass will bring up 3rd and 10.
Another 3rd down situation. A little more distance needed on this one for to pick up the 1st down. So really to see what the Black Rain can do to stop here, because if they force a punt, you know, they have some pretty good field position.
You can ask a lot of your DBs, you know, to lock up and give yourself time to go get the quarterback, but we haven't had any type of pressure on the quarterback yet. So the secondary's had a tough task today of staying with these speedy wideouts. Here's 3rd and 10. Motions the man to empty set, steps up into the pocket, looking downfield, and tried to throw it to 17. No flag on the play. Thought they were going to try to throw it. Number 4, safety came over to make the play. A nice one too.
Yeah, that's a great defensive stop by the Black Rain right there to force this punting situation.
So that'll bring up 4th and 10, and offense switching out, and I just wouldn't be surprised in rivalry games if they try to fake something right here just to stick it to Cedar Park.
It's not a terrible place on the field to do it, considering how high-powered their offense has been tonight.
However, they haven't had this situation, so they do punt it, and it does. Oh, it takes a favorable Vandegrift bounce, and it's all the way down, rolls to the 15-yard line, bounced at about the 35. And so Cedar Park will take over in their first 3 and out on the for the Black Rain. Good possession right there. So the offense now with their first opportunity out of halftime. Again, some good drives, and unfortunately not able to come through and finishing them off in touchdowns, but like to see them establish that ground game. Last week we had such a lift in the offense from Aiden Arp scrambling as well as Trey Hill, and just not seeing that tonight. Arp bumps over Pecci from right to left. Play action, throwing the quick slant or screen to the outside to Suber, and a good job opening up to the sideline with a nice little carry after the catch. A nice gain of 7. Check that 6. It'll be up 2nd and 4.
A nice little quick hit right there on the outside. Good downfield blocking. Something to build on.
Yeah, just start the possession off right. Let's get something positive, and if that's the quick dink and dunk short game, well then take it. Take what the defense will give you. As Art gives it to Trey Hill, makes a man miss right at the line and makes another one miss. Physical carry there at the end, covers the rock up with 2 hands and just falls short of the first. So it'll bring up 3rd and short at 3rd and 1.
Just short of the first down. That was a nice little run by Hill right there. Very physical.
His subtle jabs, just jab steps, man. It'll get you on your rocker. So man checks out, and there's a substitution miscommunication right now. I don't use the timeout. You're gonna need them.
We got time. There's still 16 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time to move somebody in there.
They check in Reed Vines, Logan Wickett, so that's the big package, and they're going to go under center maybe for the QB sneak. And they do, and Arp definitely pushes forward. My gosh, is he going to run for a touchdown? Oh, he's still on his feet. Wow, the QB sneak went for 9 yards. My goodness. I mean, Logan Wickett's, Reed Vines paving the way from him, doing the bush push from behind. And man, that was a nice 3rd and 1 quarterback sneak.
Let's keep doing that.
1st and 10, fresh set of downs for this Timberwolf team. Already, I'm just really impressed with this offense from last year to this year and the continuity, and everybody just seems like they all took a leap. Arp takes it and gives it to Trey Hill. A nice job just sticking the cleats in the turf, getting north and south. Falls for 3. Check that, will give him 4. 2nd and 6. Ball on the right hash. 8:30 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And Cedar Park Black Rain's defense did the right thing and got him to punt the ball. So let's respond with some points. Trips left. Ball on the right hash. A lot of field to work with Arp and his weapons. Dropping back, looking that way. He's going to have to step up and dump it to Trey Hill, but it was an off-target throw as that pocket was collapsing. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, that pocket collapsed pretty quick, and he had to get rid of that ball. Just not able to get it over to Hill in time, and then it just fell a little short.
So off the incomplete will bring up 3rd and 7. Right hash. Looks like Tyler Wynn stepping in at backup running back, coming to spell Trey. Again, same formation, ball on the right hash, trips left. Bumping Wynn over from right to left. Dropping back to pass. Has a lot of time, but avoids some pressure there at the last second, keeping his eyes downfield. He launches one to Gavin Chop, and it's complete in Viper territory down to the 37-yard line.
Dude, I'm telling you, the way he keeps his eyes downfield and scrambles, man, that is such an improvement in his game from last season. He's just, as you said, just made leaps in his abilities.
He's got the build of a strong safety outside backer type at our quarterback position, so he loves to tuck it and run, and this year you're just seeing a lot of development of looking downfield. Art, quick game, play breaks down, he rolls to his right, keeps his eyes downfield. This time he runs it and gets out of bounds to avoid the hit. And a scramble for just 2, but again, positive yardage.
Positive yards.
I'm taking it.
Positive yards, man.
Good little drive for Cedar Park as this started just over 8.5 minutes, so almost a minute off of the play clock, or game clock. 2nd and 8 on the right hash, and again inside Viper territory. This Cedar Park offense is going to be really fun when the play breaks down because ARP has some big throw capabilities, and our receivers got speed to blow the top off. As ARP drops back, avoids the pressure right at the middle, and this ARP target throw was a little dangerous. Gavin Chop with the intended receiver, but again, ARP not able to get those feet settled, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 8 for the Timberwolves here. Another big, crucial 3rd down. Got to find a way to get points here. Third and 8. 7:36 to play here. Play clock down to 16 seconds. Wynn is still in the game at running back. Dropping back to pass. Arp looking towards his left. Here's some pressure right up the middle. Arp going to just dump this one out of bounds. Outside the tackle box. Past the line of scrimmage. And a lot of Vandegrift Vyper fans not knowing the rules as they're screaming for an intentional grounding. So fourth.
He's good.
4th and 8. Offense stays on the field. You got to get points here, so I agree with the call. Let's try to get some more points here. Big fourth down. We're 1 for 1 on fourth down conversions today. That one from 4th and 1. Here's some pressure. Arp barely avoids that sack. He's going to have to try to force something here, and it's unfortunately out of bounds, so it'll be turnover on downs off the incomplete pass.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It was just, the offensive line is just getting kind of beat up right now, not really giving Arp enough time to do anything.
And they're just doing a good job of sending people. They're sending extra backers. They're sending help. And again, they're going right up the A-gap. They're trying to flush him out of the pocket, where Cedar Ridge last week, all they did was trying to contain and collapse. Right. So again, Arp I think he's got the arm. You trust him, man. I think this passing attack on the offense, our receivers, it could be one of those three is going to get open every single time.
Sure. I mean, since they're bringing it up the middle, do we, give a little more rollout plays for
right. So 1st and 10 from the Vipers, their second possession of the half, starting at 7:20 to go in the third, trailing 34-3. Cedar Park is. Deuce Adams, play action, dumps it off on the screen to the right side. A nice physical play there, and the laundry on the field usually indicates that's going to be a holding on that receiver. Had himself a nice night blocking on the perimeter, but gets caught that time. And Isaiah King, don't like to see that one, got up limping off of that hit, and he was going for the big hit on the sideline, and he got the receiving end of that too from the offensive player, kind of nursing that shoulder. And a big penalty there on 1st down, as that was going to be a gain for a 1st down. And with the penalty yardage, it'll add 5. I can do math. It was a spot foul, so it'll be 6 yards on the penalty. So it'll bring and replay the down. It'll be 1st and 16. The Vipers have scored on every single possession and touchdowns at that matter, except for the last possession. So in the second half, Black Rain has made some nice adjustments. Let's see if we can ride that momentum. Adams motions the receiver from right to left. Running back gets the call. And a good open field tackle. Again, number 44 there first on contact, and Reed Vines there to help clean it up.
Yeah, nice stuff right there in the middle.
Still behind the original line of scrimmage now at 2nd and 13. Ball on the right hash. Haven't seen much of Coleman, number 1, speedy receiver from Vandegrift here in the second half. Play clock at 15 seconds, 6:40 to play in the game, or in the third quarter, that is. God, I feel like the first half flew by compared to this quarter. Empty formation for Adams. He drops back, only bringing 3 on pressure. And Logan Wickett's not able to get there on the angle, and there's a late flag back at the line of scrimmage. Could be coming back for another holding.
Yeah, with the quarterback scrambling around like that and all that movement, it's more than likely going to be a holding call. Good pressure and good contain by the Black Rain right there, forcing that.
And only coming with 3 guys. That's all effort. That D line, that you got to love to get after the quarterback, and thankfully our guys do. A big penalty though now, so 2 holding calls on this drive from the Vipers, and in the first half, I remember 50 yards of penalties with 3 15-yarders and that offsides in the neutral zone. So they're approaching 100 yards in penalties.
And knock on wood, that was something that we kind of talked about last week for the Cedar Park squad, was lessening the penalties, and not really a lot for them tonight.
Yeah, no, they've definitely fixed that area. Now we just got to do them all at the same time. The good offense, good defense, and no penalties. We'll get it together. I got a lot of faith in this senior class for sure. Adams motions the man out of the backfield, so empty formation, twins to either side. And they're going to fire a rocket to number 11, who got called with the holding at the beginning of this possession. And
that was a long pass, but really no gain on it. I mean, they're just back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that will force them. It was a pickup of 13. So 3rd and 10. Cedar Park looked good on 3rd down earlier. Would love to find another way to get them off the field again. That would bring a lot of confidence to this offense to say, all right, they're making stops now. Trips left, 1 solo receiver into the boundary. Still no Miles Coleman. Pocket breaking down, almost got a shoestring tackle there for the sack. and that falls incomplete. No flag on the play. Great defensive play by number 20 from Cedar Park.
Excellent work by the Black Rain. Forcing another punt. Gets the offense back on the field. Let's drive down and score.
Number 22, Garrett Nichols, set to receive for Cedar Park. He's standing at our own 30-yard line. So potentially good field position for the Timberwolves. Good snap. A decent kick. It's going to be a hard one to catch. He does, and he fair catches it at the Cedar Park 36-yard line. Got ourselves a little shutout here in the third quarter so far for the Black Rain. Let's capitalize on it.
Yeah, that's a win for sure. So let's go reward that Black Rain for their hard work.
Again, everybody, if Timberwolf faithful, apologize. No Timberwolf Night in America to start this season on Tuesday night. Had a bit of a family emergency. Everybody's good, but had to find and locate a place for the Willards to live. Got undersold from my apartment about renewing. They sold it to another customer for a higher rate. Gotta love when that happens a week before the lease ends. So Art brings the troops now, 1st and 10 from our own 36. Hill gets the call right at the middle, and actually that's Tyler Wynn. Hill still on the sidelines. But again, for Timberwolf Night in America, we're going to get it cracking this coming week. We're going to figure out the guest situation. If we have my way, I'm going to have the defensive backs out since they didn't get the chance last week. And it's going to be over at Alzer's Barbecue there at the corner of Lakeline in 183. 2nd and 8, gain of 2 on the play as Art drops back. Throws one over the middle and connects on the drag route. Number 13, Gavin Chapa, a physical catch and a physical hit there at the end. Sets us up with 3rd and manageable. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And a good job of connecting on that underneath route. Again, just take what that defense gives you. Third and 3, ball at the Cedar Park 39 on the left hash. A trips bunch formation on the right side. And that's going to be a false start on Cedar Park. The old broadcaster's curse when we're talking good about penalties.
Yeah,
and we have a crucial one. Not a big one in yardage, but man, that's a crucial one to make it 3rd and manageable to now 3rd and long at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it's a completely different play call now.
Third and 8, ball on the left hash, Twins right, one solo into the boundary is Suber. They're going to throw the screen, and it's just overthrown again. Arp retreating and trying to lob one on his back foot, and it falls incomplete. 4th and 8 off the incomplete pass. So Connor comes onto the field to send it deep to Vandegrift. Again, Vandegrift exploded for points there in the first quarter. I think they had 27 and then finished the half at 34. So far, nothing this half, but they're going to have to, defense is going to have to get back on the field and make something happen again. Good snap. Punt gets off, and it looks like it's going to take a nice Cedar Park bounce, and it does. Man, that thing shot out like a cannon, and it bounces inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Great job from the senior all-district punter, Connor Schutte.
Yeah, that was a great punt. It was real close to get to a Vandy player getting a hand on it and blocking it, but he was able to get that off and really sets up some really good field position for the Black Rain defense to defend. I mean, we're sitting right now at the 7-yard line, so they got a long field to work with.
Who we played last week, Cedar Ridge is trailing Bowie 17-14 in the third. Rouse is losing to Anderson by 1 point in the third, 21-20. Other scores will come here in just a moment as Vandegrift takes over 1st and 10 from their own 7. We thought we had them, deep in their rights when they were 1st and 10 from their own 2. They ended that possession with a touchdown. Let's see if we can flip the script here. Twins to the right and in the boundary as the H-back bumps from left to right. They're setting up the screen. A great job by Cedar Park defender number 22 junior cornerback Garrett Nichols there, fighting through the tackle block to get the tackle.
Yeah, I just had a nose for the ball and really gritty to fight through that and make the tackle. That was a great open field tackle.
2nd and 10, no gain on the completed pass. 3:35 to play here in the third quarter. Man, Georgetown is getting beat bad by Vista Ridge, 28-9 in the third quarter. Again, Georgetown going to be who we end the season with. Here's some pressure as Deuce Adams steps up into the pocket. There's Reed Vines. He retreats back behind the line of scrimmage so he can just throw it out of bounds. And Reed Vines, Logan Wickets, man, they were coming fast.
Yeah, great pressure there.
Forces the incomplete pass, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Vandegrift 0 for 3 on third downs so far this half. This is going to be interesting just by the setup of the offense. On the right hash, Twins left, running back check to the left of the quarterback, and they got a solo option over here with Garrett Nichols. And no safety over the top helps. That might be your one-on-one call. Adams looking that way, steps up into the pocket, trying to find him, and great job by Garrett Nichols downfield. Ooh, late hit on the quarterback potentially. Helmet popped off, so that does mean he has to come out for a play. But a great job again, Garrett Nichols. When the scramble happened, Deuce was trying to force him down the field, or turn him downfield, but Nichols just drove him completely out of bounds to make him not eligible. So just tried to tuck and run and make it happen, and I love the Black Rain, man. They're putting some pops on Deuce.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're feeling it right now, man. 3 and outs. Or third down stops, I should say, forcing punting situations. That's for the third time now. They got to be feeling good about themselves.
They definitely made some adjustments, and again, Cedar Park not having traditionally, the 5 stars and all that, is this one's going to be fair caught in traffic. I mean, we're flagging that. We're flagging that. We should flag that.
Man,
that was contact. Maybe incidental, maybe pushed into him, but still, Cedar Park gets their best field position of the night, starting at the Vandegrift 41-yard line, 2:44 to play. Again, trailing 34-3.
Let's send one.
This is where you start the championship DVD, right here. Trailing.
Yep.
Cedar Park finds their way, a gritty team. Let's just see some movement again. Keep these receivers involved. They're able to get open in space. We just got to give them time to throw. Art from the left hash. Trey Hill checked into the game at running back. Play action. Throws the screen. Complete to Carter Wool. Just not enough numbers over there to help out on the blocking. It goes for a gain of 1.
1 yard gain.
Second.
Let's take a shot, Josh.
You're a mind reader. That's what I was thinking. 2nd and 9. 2:20 to play in the third. Dropping back, here's some pressure. Arp stepping up. Great job finding Carter right there at the sticks. That should be enough for the first.
Oh, they're going to.
That was a. Okay, good.
They marked him first. I thought he was coming short. It looked like he was coming short, but he marked him right there.
And there's an injured Viper down there on the field. And we do get the call to move the chains. And so that'll be a fresh set of downs, knocking on the door of the red zone. We'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break and be right back with Cedar Park football on the Vype Live Network.
Hey, Cedar Park, looking to make a big move? You don't need a Hail Mary when you've got Mungia Real Estate on your team. As proud sponsors of the Cedar Park football team, we're not just invested in the game, we're invested in our community. We specialize in residential real estate, guiding you through the entire process to find the perfect home. Whether buying or selling, you can trust the local experts. Score a winning deal with Mungia Real Estate today. Call us at 512-922-4267 or visit MungiaRealEstate.com. Mungia Real Estate, where your home team plays.
Welcome back to Cedar Park football here. 1st and 10 for the Timberwolves after a nice completion for the first down from Arp to Carter. 1st and 10 into the boundary on the right side. Twins receivers. Arp looking that way, steps up and bails out of the pocket to the right and checks down and not able to make the snag. Trey Hill, I think Arp might have put a little bit too much on that one. That was a hard ball to catch from close. Another Viper getting up slow. They'll check him out of the ball game. He's able to get off under his own power. 2nd and 10 off the incomplete pass. Ball on the right hash. Arp dropping back to pass. Here's some pressure from the defense, and he just sidearms that thing out to Trey Hill and breaks a tackle. And again, gets us back to that 3rd and manageable, about 3rd and 5. Great job by Arp to deal that out to Trey.
Yeah, nice little sidearm throw right there to get it around the defender who was coming at him. Looked like he had him dead to rights, but he was able to escape that thing with some shiftiness.
Trick shot, Patrick Mahomes, or just a normal throw from Phillip Rivers? You be the judge. 3rd and 5 for the Timberwolves. Again, looking to help out the defense after 3 3-and-outs so far this half. Dropping back, and again, pressure from the Vipers. Navigating, he's going to be able to tuck and run. He slides, thinking, I'm sure the defender thought he was going for it, but you have to mark it where you give yourself up at. So that was before the sticks. That's going to bring up
short.
4th and 1. And so far on all these, we've converted them. It's been a QB sneak look.
They got the defensive big boys in there too, number 50 and number 73 for Vandy, and number 90 just going to try and stuff that middle.
4th and 1, Timberwolves need this to keep it going. And he play action, he's going to step back and throw it over the top, and it's underthrown, but it's caught. He went down and grabbed that thing. Where's the mark?
Nobody's got it. He got it. He's on the 8.
Yep. Wow, 4th down converted. They showed the formation for the quarterback sneak, and Arp just retreated immediately. Nobody covered Pletchy over the top. He throws that on him. That's a touchdown.
Tiny Tebow with the jump pass.
1st and goal from the 8.
Vandy.
Vandy is 18 yards on 3 possessions. Brad Cohn, you just can't stop when you're knocked down. I love it. Giving us some stats.
18 yards and 3 possessions in the second half. No first downs.
And that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we'll take an extended break while we get started here in the 4th quarter. 1st and goal from the Timberwolves knocking on the door. And the defense playing great as we flip the script. We'll be right back with Cedar Park Football on the Vype Live Network.
Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Welcome to Taco Palenque, where the magic happens at this very moment. And especially for you. We know fresh food simply tastes better. That's why we start cooking your meal at the exact moment you place your order. For us, your order is not just another number. It's as unique and special as you are. Enjoy your meal. Taco Palenque, food in real time.
Timberwolf faithful, let's go. Get on your feet. We got the 4th quarter starting in a completely different half of football. If only the scoreboard would say that. It'd be 0-0 right now. And it's been a great game back and forth defensively. And Cedar Park now looking to capitalize and punch it in here off of the 4th down conversion from Art to Pecci. Bobbles a snap, drops back and fires a strike! And that's going to be a play at the goal line. Carter Wold, the intended receiver, caught. And he got stuffed right at the goal line. So it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's kind of nursing that shoulder too now. Big short formation or substitution change for the Timberwolves. And again, they're going that heavy package with Logan Wickets and Reed Vines checking in. And they're going to show the QB sneak. That man's trotted on late. That's going to be 12 subs. That's a neat. Where's the flag? Doesn't matter. We got the touchdown anyway. Aiden Arp and the offense able to punch one in from 1 yard. Our score now 34-9, 11:24 to play in the 4th. Great job by Arp and those big uglies up front, getting into the fun zone. Cedar Park's first touchdown of the night, and just an overall good-looking possession right there, and a lot of good throws from Arp.
Oh yeah, that was well, obviously the best offensive possession of the night for Cedar Park. Really, really great job all the way around. Mixed it up, the little trick play. That was just a great drive.
The extra point is through the upright, so our score now 10-34. Cedar Park just took a little bit of time to get settled. Unfortunately, it took a whole half, but second half has been completely different.
So did we.
Hey, exactly. Well, everybody's going to show grace. That's exactly right. So we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network.
Welcome to the warm and inviting atmosphere of Toscano Italian Kitchen. Founded with a passion for creating innovative and exciting culinary experiences, Toscano Italian Kitchen pushes the boundaries of traditional Italian cuisine while embracing the unique flavors and ingredients of the Lone Star State. Whether you're joining us for a romantic date night, a family gathering, or a casual dinner with friends, our restaurant combines the rustic charm of Italy with Texas's renowned hospitality and friendliness. Toscano Italian Kitchen is a proud sponsor of Cedar Park High School Athletics. Located at Lakeline and Cypress Creek, we're open on game days with happy hour specials from 4 to 6 p.m. We also offer catering for groups of 10 to 1,000 and a private dining room for parties and gatherings. So whether you're a fan of traditional Italian dishes or eager to explore the creative combinations of our Italian with a Texas twist menu, we offer something for everyone. Come and experience the fusion of two culinary worlds in the inviting and welcoming atmosphere of Toscano Italian Kitchen.
Welcome back to Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network. The Willard DeVos here with Cecil Kokenauer, Coach Les Clary, and thanks to Suna as well over at Vype, helping us QA tonight. Cedar Park caps off a nice possession there. Started with our best field position of the night and ended with our best possession of the night with a touchdown. The 1-yard QB sneak from Aiden Art. And all got set up, though, of the fourth down conversion, 4th and 1, completed to Pecci, and he did a great job just relocating that football and grabbing that. And setting up the kick there from the left hash. Don't know if they'll do like a pooch or maybe put one on the ground and ricochet. This is the fourth quarter, 11:24 to go in the game. Got to find a way to get extra possessions. Here comes the kick, and they do a pooch kick. Let's see if they do fair catch it at the Vandegrift 27-yard line where they're going to take over 1st and 10. Again, Brad Cohn letting us know. Oh, there's a flag on the opposite side. Probably going to be an offsides. And it is offsides on the kicking team, so they're not going to elect to re-kick. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the Vandegrift 28-yard line. And again, only 18 yards there in the third quarter for the Vandegrift Vipers on 3 possessions. If you told me the Vandegrift Vipers were going to have 3 possessions in the first half, coming into the third quarter, I would have said over 100 yards. So again, a great job by the Black Rain of just completely changing the game plan. Let's see if we can keep it up here. Ball on the left hash, backup quarterback in the ball game. Play action, rolls to his right, finds the open receiver. Isaiah King there in pursuit. A nasty hit out of bounds by number 20, and they're going to throw a flag. Just kidding, I see a toilet paper roll being thrown in the student section that I thought was the flag.
That's white, not yellow.
That was a nice hit there at the end. Number 20 from Cedar Park laid the lumber there out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a nice strong hit out of to send the ball carrier out of bounds right there. He sets up a
second and four? And they're talking about it. You can't wait this long and talk about a late hit, man. That's got to be a in-the-moment type situation. Now, if that's on Vandegrift's sideline, 100% that's being called. But that was on Cedar Park, so nobody was oohing and on about the late hit aspect, but more of the big hit. Again, Isaiah King was in pursuit, kind of slowed him down a little bit. Personal foul.
Vandy.
On the bad guys. And it's a personal foul, a big one.
What happened? I missed it.
I missed it too. It must have been away from the action. And that penalty, man, that's
pretty big.
That was going to be 2nd and short, about 2nd and 4. Now we're looking at 2nd and El Paso.
That's pretty far.
If you hit Fort Stockton, you're almost there. So check that. It'll be replay the down type situation. Ball's at the Vandegrift 18-yard line. The first down marker's at the Vandegrift 43. 1st and 25. A bad snap. It's on the ground. Quarterback recovers it. But again, another play behind the line, and Cedar Park able to bottle that up. 11 minutes to play here in the ball game. You got to think them checking in this backup quarterback is just getting them in reps. I don't think anything's wrong with it. Well, now I will say the last possession is when the quarterback scrambled on third down, lost his helmet. He could have a concussion. That was a lick. Possible. He took a lick there at the end.
That's possible. So even if he's not in that bad a condition, why chance it?
Right.
You got a quality second string. That'll need reps anyway.
Second and Beaumont, dropping back, finds the open receiver, but a pass breakup by our number 7, Garrison Cockrell. Great job in coverage. Almost got an interception there. So it'll bring up 3rd and 25. Keep everything in front, and we got to get those defensive linemen. We call them the gorillas at Cedar Park. Got to get the gorillas active. Let's get them nasty. Backup quarterback for Vandegrift is number 9, Drew Megmaker. Trips to the left, one solo receiver into the boundary. Gives it to the running back right at the middle, and a great job closing on that and not giving up the big play on the ground. And so that'll bring up another 4th down. 4 straight 3 and outs.
4 straight 3 and outs, and this is going to be really good field position again for Cedar Park. They're punting. They're going to be kicking from. They're about their own 6-7 yard line.
I mean, Cedar Park, they're able to punch this in offensively. You're only down 2 scores. Definitely back in this ball game with how the second half has been going. Cedar Park in the second half pitching a shutout, 7-0. Punter standing at the goal line. He sends it off, and it's a low worm burner. And it takes a favorable Viper bounce just into Cedar Park territory, where we're going to start again with great field position at our own 48.
We'll take it.
Man, the momentum feels different on this home side up here in the press box. Everybody was hooping and hollering, and now people are like, all right, well, you want to finish the job. You don't want to start to ease up and let them back into this game.
No, but, I'll take a silenced crowd like this.
Absolutely. Cedar Park now offensively, they've been putting together some great possessions here in the second half. That last one ending in a touchdown. Trey Hill in at running back just to the left of Arp. Twins right. One solo receiver, Carter Wool, into the boundary. Oh, and he breaks a tackle. That was a sack attempt, and my gosh. Slid under 2 defenders right there. 2 Vipers hit each other. I mean, that was a blindside sack, and he shrugged it off like it was nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he looked a little Ben Roethlisberger-ish right there.
Very Ben Roethlisberger-esque. I mean, that was a lick that guy came and put on him, and it just didn't even faze him. A big scramble on first down, and that's how you get those sneaky rushing yards. Arb's ability to rush and then run through a couple defenders on his way, very crucial for this offense, as Hill gets the call and doesn't hesitate at all and finds the crease, gets enough for the first down, another 3rd down conversion. Check that was second. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Viper 39-yard line. Love Trey Hill's speed to the line of scrimmage and to the hole. Trust those offensive linemen and get right on their back hip. 1st and 10 on the left hash. Check that middle of the field. Arp, low snap, able to feel it. Gets the screen off to Trey Hill. Some decent downfield blocking, but just not enough to make something big happen. Again, they brought pressure right at the middle.
They did. It was a decently set up screen, but it just didn't have just enough time to get set up all the way. And the blockers really set up over there. So that pressure started getting in there really fast.
2nd and 9. Left hash, 8 minutes to play here in the ball game. Trailing 34-10 as Arp takes the snap, drops back, throws one down the sideline again, caught by Blake Suber. Woo! My goodness, that guy.
He spin it, man. He just flicked that thing out there.
That's all chemistry. You got to know where your guy's going to be, and the read is right. They're throwing it on these cover 2 looks where that safety has to get over there to help, and there's just not enough time to get to the sideline. Blake Suber did that against Westlake in that live court. He did a great job of catching one down the sideline. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Art bailing out of the pocket towards his right, firing one towards the sideline, but way out of bounds for Carter Wool, so that'll be incomplete, 2nd and 10. Clock stops, 7:47. Ball on the left hash. Definitely think that, keeping this defense honest, running them into the middle, trying to dink some over in the middle, and then hitting that sideline street. That's a great play. Arp, left hash, Twins right. Gives it to Hill right at the middle and runs through a tackle. Falls forward after the contact, so it sets up 3rd and medium. We got about 3rd and 6 to go. Ball at the Vandegrift 17-yard line.
Yeah, plethora of plays available in this situation right now. 3rd and 6, in Vandy's territory. We've been able to pick up 6 yards relatively easily over the past, few possessions.
Right. And it is going to be into the boundary on the left hash. Twins receivers. Trey Hill behind Arp in the pistol formation. And that should be a false start. They don't blow it dead. Play action. They're going to throw down the sideline and caught! Blake Suber!
Touchdown. They call it?
Give me a number. Give me a number.
Oh, they put him right on the 1.
No way! That was in. I cannot get the number on that. Couldn't see him from the sideline. It's either Blake Suber or Gavin Chapa. But again,
he's kicking. He's in.
He's in for the touchdown, and that was a strike on 3rd and 6. And again, just got lost behind the coverage and almost bobbled it out of bounds, but came through with the clutch catch. The snap was good, the hold was good, and the kick is through the uprights. 14-0, your second half score. And it's
17. Oh, sorry.
Yep.
I'm tripping.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not the final because we still have to account for the 34 points by Vandegrift in the first half. But again, Cedar Park, what second half adjustments they've made. And again, now trailing only by 2 touchdowns, 34-17. We'll take a quick commercial break and be right back with more Cedar Park football on the Vype Live Network. And welcome back to Cedar Park football. Forgive us on the spots. You gotta love technology when it decides to not work for you. So that possession there capped off by the 17-yard touchdown from Arp to receiver unknown. I believe it was Suber, and that could just me being broadcast biased on who's been having a good day. And again, Blake Suber, not one catch last week. So far made some crucial catches down the sideline. Got to give a shout out to the offensive line too for giving Arp time to find these receivers in the second half. In the black rain, man, you got to be feeling that fourth quarter Yancey type, push right here. Got to have that conditioning for all 4 quarters. And again, we started off kind of slow, but it is a long game. This one kicked, and it's going to be received at the 5-yard line. Brings it back towards the middle of the field. He's going to try to reverse it. He gets the edge, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, 21. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Vipers. And again, they have only had 18 yards in those first 3 possessions. The last one lost about 20 yards, it felt like. So Cedar Park just got to keep riding this momentum. Look, interesting to see if Deuce Adams comes back in the game. Starting running back number 28, being talked to by 2 coaches from Vandegrift down here. And Adams is on the sideline. He's got his helmet on, but he is not in the game. So backup quarterback getting the call here, and the game is getting close. He's questioning the formation. 10 seconds on the play clock. Let's see if they burn a timeout here. And they're going to go with it. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap and gives it to the running back to the right side. Good downfield blocking. Oh, my goodness. He runs through a tackle. A late flag on the play. Late flag. That was a gain of 9, almost 10. I didn't see many people over there to be a Vandegrift type foul or penalty. And they're talking about it. It's a gain of 9. Ball will be placed at the 30. And they're marking it off on Vandegrift. Wow. So they're going to replay first down. And that must have been a holding call because the penalty yardage now is only -1. So they're at 1st and 11 from their own 20. So that happened at the very end. That receiver at the very end might have held.
Yeah, I mean, Vandy's have really dug themselves into deep holes with these penalties these past few drives.
Ball on the right side, bunch formation now. 2 H-backs on the right side. Quarterback shifting the formation on the left side. Quarterback takes the snap and gives it off again to this running back who's checked into the game, and goodness gracious, he is quick. Number 40. I believe that was 40 or 44 from Vandegrift. And that's Diego Sequeira. A nice fresh set of legs for sure.
Yeah, Vandy's they're looking to drip this clock out and run it down as much as they can. So they're gonna run the ball.
2nd and 6 to go. Takes the snap, play action. He's going to roll to his right. Good pursuit from Cedar Park. Wicker almost got there. It's underthrown. Oh! Just mistimed that. You got to play center field right there. A flag way down the field. Thankfully, they didn't call a late hit on the quarterback, but this might be a pass interference.
It could be. Right after I said they're going to run the ball, they went and took a shot.
And just where the game is gone, where it protects quarterbacks, it protects receivers, it does nothing for defenders. If I'm an offensive...
Oh, they're waving that flag off.
Excellent. That's a gift from the football gods. And what do we do with gifts?
We accept them.
That's exactly right. Man, that would have been a first down, automatic first down, and now instead we have 3rd and 6 off of the incomplete pass. 0 for 4 on 3rd downs this second half. The Vipers on. And again, you got to think that Deuce Adams on the sideline, he is probably being told not to come back in. And Cedar Park now, that's just enough opening of that door to find a way to come back into this game. Dropping back to pass, Cedar Park bringing some pressure, and he delivers a strike for a first down. A gain of about 10 and first down for the Vipers. 5:29 to play here in the ball game.
Yeah, that one stings a little bit. We really needed that stop right there for the change in possession and get our offense back on the field.
Yeah, now
get a chance to go back for a score.
Yeah, time is definitely now a factor, not being able to stop them on that 3rd down. Cedar Park is going to need 2 possessions, and you were able to go to the San Angelo Central game a couple years back. That probably was the best high school game in history.
That may be one of the best football games I've ever watched in my life.
1st and 10, fresh set of downs for the Vipers, and he just runs this one right up the middle before being tackled by Reed Vines. Rode him like a piggyback. Gain of just 1, 2nd and 9. 4:50 and ticking on the game clock.
Legend Ryder Hernandez born that day.
God, Gunnar Apsick too.
Oof.
Some dogs. Sam Brock.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
That was a long, fun drive home after that.
Oh my gosh, that was quite the trek, and that was the furthest road game we've ever played. That was like 5 hours. Again, they're going to milk this clock now. Game clock at 4:25, play clock at 15 seconds.
It was worth every second to be there.
Yeah, I wasn't able to make that trip, unfortunately, due to work, and what a broadcast that was. Gives it to the running back right at the middle and just finds enough room, makes a man miss at the 3rd level, and goodness gracious, breaking tackles left and right. And that's a first down inside Cedar Park territory at the 48-yard line. 49-yard line, ball on the left hash. 4 minutes to play in the ball game. I don't think there's going to be enough time for the Timberwolves to get back in this, but wow, what a performance in the second half.
Yeah, for sure, man. There's a lot of positive to take out of this second half. I mean, you know, both offensively and defensively, the adjustments made and the execution of those adjustments to produce the results that we had here in the second half.
10 seconds.
Can't be mad at it.
Absolutely not. And again, you need this momentum to go into the Round Rock game next week. Oh, a great sealed block by number 88 from the Vipers. Springs that one for almost a first down, just short of it. And so that'll bring up 2nd and 2. 3:20 to play, 3:27 as that tackle is out of bounds, stops the clock.
You know, and really these games, I mean, it's bragging rights. Overall, it doesn't really matter. So you really get to learn and test yourselves in these situations that puts you in a good position when you actually get into district.
I like a location rival in non-district because, again, that's going to be a game where tempers are high. It can get chippy. So you want to have these type of games early on so you know how to coach your team later. This one back to the running back, backup running back Diego. Stutter steps and slips on a banana peel there. Could have gone for more, but slips for the first down. 1st and 10 at the Cedar Park 36. Got the nice big old moon right above this.
Oh, that's beautiful. That
stands.
Not only their second first down of the half.
Yes, got an injured player on the field. And that's the Cedar Park Timberwolves. So we'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Welcome back to Cedar Park football on the Vype Live Network. 3:15 and ticking on the game clock as that was a run for first down and bounds. Play clock down to 25 seconds. But Cedar Park last year went 0-3 in the non-district, and that Round Rock game came down to a game-winning field goal. And so Cedar Park was in that one close. The first two games we got blown out. So Cedar Park has definitely made some changes in the offseason, and just so happy to see everybody's growth. This ball carrier, Diego, gets the counter and has got a wide open lane. He's got some great speed, too, quickness out of each cut. A big first down carry, keeps the clock moving. So I don't think we're going to have enough time to get back in this game, but as a coach, I'm definitely excited about the boys and how they were able to just completely flip the script. 2:25 to play in the game. Play clock at 20 seconds. And I'll take this time. I'll start finding some other scores of interest. 1st and 10 from the 19. Give it to the running back on the counter play again. Good downfield blocking and a nice cut. 22 Garrett Nichols holds on for that arm tackle and a late flag. They're going to call Logan Wickets. It's not who started it, it's who they catch. Oh, looks like they're going to mark it off on Vandegrift.
Otra vez.
Logan Wickets trying to plead his case, so it looks like it's on Cedar Park.
Oh, yeah.
Unsportsmanlike, half the distance to the goal. A&M Consolidated beating Monterrey, Mexico 38-8, and that one's final. Trying to get you some other ones here. Eastview on top, losing to Coppers Cove 21-17. That's 21 unanswered points by Cove. Georgetown back in their game, they were trailing 7-28. It's 17-28. A convoy of blockers, and number 44 Diego is going to dance into the end zone. That possession all on the back of number 44.
Yeah, he did big work there.
And so Vandegrift in with their second half touchdown, their first one this half. Score now 40-17 with a buck 42 on the clock. Glenn on top of Victoria West in the fourth, 52-14. And this kick is through the uprights, and so 41-17. We'll take a quick commercial break and see what ARP and the gang can put together here before we head out of Monroe Stadium. This is Cedar Park football here on the Vype Live Network.
Hey, Cedar Park, looking to make a big move? You don't need a Hail Mary when you've got Moongia Real Estate on your team. As proud sponsors of the Cedar Park football team, we're not just invested in the game, we're invested in our community. We specialize in residential real estate, guiding you through the entire process to find the perfect home. Whether buying or selling, you can trust the local experts. Score a winning deal with Moongia Real Estate today. Call us at 512-922-4267 or visit moongiarealestate.com. Moongia Real Estate, where your home team plays.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
And welcome back to Cedar Park Football here on the Vype Live Network. The Willard of Oz here with Cecil Kokenauer. Thank you for your service today. It's been a tough one, but again, that's why we pay him the big bucks here. Thanks again to Cecil for making sure we got a good product for you guys. And Les Clary, our QA. Cedar Park now about set to receive. 1:42 to go in the game. And we had ourselves a shutout, 14-0. Here in the second half before they finally got their late touchdown there. So battle of halves, we're split. Do we get to play one more?
Wish we could.
Right? Especially with how Cedar Park has played the second half. It's been exciting football, great defensive stops from all levels of the defense, and then offensively, you just like to see them execute. When the offensive line gives Art time, I mean, we've got good receivers that can get open. One of the three is going to get open. 1st and 10 from our own 25. Ball on the left hash. Twins right. Trey Hill. And this looks like new quarterback Raspberry into the game. Junior quarterback as Trey Hill takes this one up the middle for a solid gain of 5. And Jacob Raspberry, number 2. He's got a lot of speed. He's not the same athlete. Check that. He's number 14 down the field, but I believe the backup is Raspberry. This gain going to go for about 3. That'll bring up 3rd and 3. 3rd and 2. Definitely looks like the 2's in the game now. Got a bunch of new numbers. Number 80, number 28. So 3rd and 1. Give it to the running back. He breaks the tackle. He loses the football.
Looks like Vandy has it.
That was a great tackle on the football. And he just, as soon as he ran by, he immediately looked behind. So that was a great strip. And Vandegrift takes over 1st and 10, 48 seconds to go in the game. Not how the backups envisioned that possession going.
No, not what they wanted at all. But
that's okay.
You gotta practice.
Yep.
You gotta get reps. So that's something that happens.
Growing pains.
Yeah.
1st and 10, and Vandegrift coming out in the victory formation, so they're going to be able to run this clock out. And Cedar Park is going to end up falling now 1-1 in non-district, 1-1 overall. And we will be welcoming in the Round Rock Dragons, and I believe it's a Thursday night game.
I think you're right there. So
Thursday night at the GUP to wrap up non-district, and then we'll get set for our district schedule.
Already?
I know. It goes by quick.
Go by so fast.
It goes by really fast for sure. And we'll have to check these updated scores, see how Georgetown finished out. We were picked by Dave Campbell's to finish 4th in the district in that last and final playoff spot. But Cedar Park, I mean, even with the scoreboard showing 41-17, everyone in the stadium knows and respects that the score did not feel that.
Right, absolutely. Especially in the second half. And people, I'm sure they got a little worried there for a minute, man, because Cedar Park was they definitely made the necessary adjustments, and it really showed.
Aiden Arp had a nice game through the air. No turnovers until the very last possession there at the end.
Yep.
So cleaned up the penalties. And then defensively, you just like when a team comes out after being 34-3 at halftime.
Yeah,
that's hard to come back out and play physical football. But credit to these coaches and players for doing so.
Yeah, showed some guts, showed some moxie there to come out and really bring the fight to them, and really stymie them in that the first part of the second half of ball.
So that is going to end the game here, and we'll wrap up. We'll do a quick post game as we don't have all of our stats, and our statistician guru Brad Cohn, again, thoughts and prayers to Mr. Cohn if you can tonight as he's battling COVID amidst his chemotherapy. So definitely hope you're doing all right. We missed you here in the booth tonight. But again, we'll get ready and set for next Thursday at Gupton Stadium. Come join us Tuesday night at Alzer's Barbecue, where we're going to have the defensive backs on to kick off TNIA this year. We're going to trim it down from an hour and a half to just an hour. Again, just cover local scores, talk to the guys, and have a good night with some barbecue. So join us on Tuesday night. You can also check us on the YouTube channel. And then from there, we'll be at Gupton. But any final words?
Turn my mic down. No, this is a fun one, man. Always like coming over here and spending Friday nights watching football, man. I like I said, I can't. It's crazy. We're already past week 2 now, going into week 3, and then we'll really get into the meat of the season.
So non-district is going to wrap up next week against Cedar Park, showing a lot of strides in the growth category from last year to this year. So would love to see how this Round Rock game shapes up for us next week. But for everybody over at Vype Studios, you got Merle Bertrand, Suna Venkat, as well as Les Clary as our QA. Thank you to my broadcast partner, Cecil Drinks a Coke an Hour. I'm the Willard of Oz, signing off from Monroe Memorial Stadium.